around the world where you and me, we show our hearts yet entirely. Deliver me from reality and take me to my fantasy. Tell me we can make this real if we can follow what we feel. I'm running but I've reached the edge.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. As the season winds down, let's take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still a lot to play for between now and wildcard weekend, and as usual, seeding should wind up playing a major role in determining who goes on to the Super Bowl. It's the Bills going up against the Steelers. The towels are out, but it's set to be a cold one at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. That's where we'll say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, despite the elements, these fans here in western Pennsylvania, they wouldn't dream of missing this one as you take a look inside snowy Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So the D-line's going to spread out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll give it to him right up the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And we get a peek at the defensive starters, and it's a unit that really needs to do better than they did last week.
So I would expect them to come out with a lot more emotion this week, flying around, trying to establish a new tone, because last week they didn't feel good about it all.
Back to throw here. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they get 14 yards there and a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field and following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But this is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown. Pittsburgh. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete here. As we get a look at the defensive starters, the secondary, they're certainly going to need to be on their toes in this one.
And you know me really well. Where do I start analyzing a game? From the secondary. And these guys have to be on point today. They're facing a high-powered attack.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. The play clock's running down. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Buffalo first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
In the red zone this time. Now a first carry for their fullback, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And there's a good opportunity. Just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Ohio. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And the wideout in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They snipped it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Let's go. Grand 38.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him. Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
It's fielded at the 45. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Halfback sent in motion. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back to Heinz Field after this. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Slot man moves right. Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Look to throw on 3rd and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will add on to their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Shift together here from the D-line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll run it here. He'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Now 3rd down, less than a yard. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds some open field here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Let's go.
The slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And he's able to put it through. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. It's a quarterback sneak. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. Second and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though.
Oh,
Hindsight's 20/20.
20/20 and never defeated.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
And he motions the wide receiver. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Slot man moves right. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Here we go. Let's go.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. So on 4th down, Rex Ryan will send in the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. Steps away. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at the 2. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Back now in Pittsburgh. They come out here in the eye. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind him.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now he'll nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to launch this thing into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And now out come the Bills.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
This will be caught inside the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills add on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But depending on the team, they'd call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Pittsburgh 1st.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
And they're going to speed things up here.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to sling it, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. There he goes right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead, and unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You just tried to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Let's go! What? Check. Black round! Kill.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room, and they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now it's the backup, Newton. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here come the Bills. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. No, borrowed up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.